In today's digital landscape, efficiently managing internet connectivity for internal resources is crucial, especially given the global scarcity and high cost of IPv4 addresses. This is where NAT allows multiple internal resources within a private network to share a single or a limited set of public IPv4 addresses for outbound internet access. NAT reduces the need to purchase a public IP address for every resource and leverage existing public IPs more efficiently. Azure Virtual NAT is a managed NAT service that provides outbound internet connectivity for resources within an Azure Virtual Network. It maps the private IP addresses of your internal resources to one or more public IP addresses, which facilitates secure and efficient internet access. This virtual NAT service comes with many features. You can use a single public IP address or an entire public IP prefix. You can distribute public IP addresses across multiple NAT gateways to handle varying traffic loads. Port-based NAT, which is PAT, maps multiple internal connections to a single public IP using different ports. Each public IP can handle up to 64,000 concurrent flows, and a NAT gateway can support up to 16 public IP addresses. This helps accommodate dynamic and large scale workloads. You can define NAT configurations for each subnet within your VNet and specify which NAT gateway to use for outbound traffic. Once configured, all outbound UDP and TCP traffic from virtual machines in the subnet automatically uses NAT for internet connectivity without additional routing rules. NAT also ensures that return traffic from the internet is only allowed in response to an active outbound flow. And because of NAT, internal resources do not require individual public IP, which reduce the attack surface. Azure Virtual NAT is primarily designed to manage outbound internet connectivity for resources in a virtual network. However, it's compatible with other Azure features like a standard SKU load balancer and public IP addresses, which enables a seamless coexistence of both inbound and outbound connections within the same subnet. Let's unpack how inbound and outbound coexist in Azure Virtual NAT. NAT and compatible standard SKU resources like a load balancer distinguish whether a flow originated inbound or outbound. For example, if an application needs both inbound connection, say for user access, and outbound connections for accessing other external resources, NAT and load balancer can be configured on the same subnet to handle both types of flows accurately. Public IPs and load balancer assigned to the subnet can handle inbound traffic and direct it to the appropriate virtual machines. At the same time, outbound traffic flows through the NAT gateway use the map external IP for connectivity to the internet. NAT efficiently maps internal resources to an external IP address for outbound traffic, while load balancer or public IPs provide direct access to those resources for inbound traffic. Pause a bit if needed here and have a close look into the diagram. Understanding this is a key for network engineer. While Azure Virtual NAT is powerful, there are few important limitations to consider when designing your network infrastructure. NAT works only with standard SKU resources like a standard load balancer and public IPs. It's not compatible with basic resources such as basic load balancers or basic public IPs. Basic resources must be deployed on subnets not configured with NAT. NAT only supports IPv4, meaning it won't work with IPv6 resources. Subnets with an IPv6 prefix cannot have NAT applied. NAT cannot span across multiple VNets, so each NAT instance is isolated to the virtual network it's deployed in. NAT does not support IP fragmentation. This can affect applications that rely on fragmented packets, so it's crucial to test application in NAT-enabled VNets if fragmentation is required. By understanding these coexistence factors and limitations, you can optimize network architecture in Azure, balance inbound and outbound needs while working within NAT-specific constraints. This approach ensures smooth and reliable connectivity without compromising security or performance. In conclusion, Azure Virtual NAT provides a scalable, cost effective, and secure method for managing outbound internet access for your Azure resources. By leveraging NAT, you can efficiently use limited IPv4 addresses, simplify network management, and ensure high performance internet access for applications. Whether you are running a large scale deployment, dynamic workloads, or aiming to enhance security, Azure Virtual NAT offers the flexibility and reliability needed to meet your networking needs.